There's about 10 of the Psalms that fall into the category that we call royal Psalms. And the one I had you look at was Psalm 21. Um, so, you have proffered him blessings. You've set upon his head a crown of fine gold. You granted him life. Great is his glory. You've endowed him with splendor. You've made him blessed forever. These are royal Psalms. It's like, I will admit that today, I sometimes it feels like it's a little weird to think about Psalms that are like for the benefit of the king. Um, but maybe it's weird for us because we don't have a monarchy, at least not the way that they did. Ancient Israelites might not have thought that their kings were deities, like in the Egyptian sense, but they certainly understood their kings to have a special relationship with God. And sometimes that comes out, we see in the Bible language of sort of adoption, right? God has adopted David, for example, as his son, um, or even straight divine parentage language. Um, but the royal Psalms aren't always about just praising the king. Sometimes they're prayers for the king, as we have in, for example, Psalm 72. Um, O God, endow the king with your judgments, the king's son with your righteousness, that he might judge your people rightly. Um, again, well-being for the people, reward of justice, champion the lowly, deliver the needy. Um, right, this really concern about justice and righteousness. I should say Psalm 72, which is the one I've got up right now. Uh, this is this psalm that starts with a wish for the king to judge rightly, and a psalm that prays for seemingly both the king and the king's son. This is that one psalm in the entire book that is said to be of Solomon. And I think you can see, even in the clip I've given you here, you can see why that would make sense. As ever, I suspect that that's a superscription that was added later by someone who looked at this royal psalm and said, justice, righteousness, wisdom, king's son. Boy, that sure sounds like Solomon. And tacked the superscription on.